Hey guys, Sunstreaker was here again, and this week's video I thought I'd do about power leveling with starsaber. There's plenty of videos out there about power leveling, about Sunstreaker and Strafe and Jazz and using bots like that to power level, but I thought with this video I'd do it purely around starsaber because he's now been put in Prem Crystals, so he's a lot more available and a lot more people are getting starsaber. So when I put in chats and talk to people saying, what videos would you like to see? A lot of people are still saying, I want to see starsaber videos and how you use him and how you level with him. And to everyone out there, I talk about it in every single video pretty much that I do. Starsaber is the most overpowered bot in the game, and obviously Deathosaurus. But he's so overpowered that using him to level other bots is twice as fast as using any other bot. It's incredible how really effective he is at power leveling. So if we do see a starsaber bundle, I will urge everyone to go and buy a starsaber bundle, 1 or 2, and try and get that 4-star. Even if you've got a 3-star, it's worth leveling up to power level your other bots. He really is that effective. So I'm going to quickly show you, just to give you an idea of how much I use him. So most of my bots are around 51. So I've got First Aid around 51 there. I've got Op at 51. Strafe, one of my higher bots at 53. Sunstreaker higher at 53. And then my 2 higher bots, because they're the bots I used to power level before I had Saber. And that's why they're so high. But if we look at starsaber, 56. And that is how much I use him. I use him for every single bot I want to level. And at the minute I'm trying to level Skydive up to get him to be a one-shot for our max martyrs. So my Skydive currently, right down here, is level 41. And so my aim is to get him as high as possible this event by power leveling, so he can one-shot martyrs. That's the idea behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a few attacks. I'm going to do 10 attacks, a lot of attacks. If you don't want to watch all attacks, you can skip through if you like. But I'm going to do 10 attacks with starsaber, and I'm going to explain how I personally do it. And the way I think I do it is the most cost-effective way to do it. So it saves you a lot of coins, the way that I do it myself. But if you're spending more than I spend, or you want to throw a bit more money at it, then you're welcome. And you can literally just run through it really quickly using all your cells and all your coins. But like I said, the way I do it is a bit more cost effective. A bit slower, but a bit more cost effective. So you can see here, the only 2 bots I've got on is starsaber and Skydive. They're the only 2 bots that I'm going to use. Now it suggests zone 8. This is purely because I've got Skydive at a lower level. But I level everything with starsaber in zone 10 minimum. If I'm upgrading and power leveling a bot that's quite low level, then I'll go in zone 10. If I was power leveling a bot like my Sunstreaker or a bot that's over 50 that is decent enough, then I would power level in zone 11. But because Skydive is quite low, I'm going to power level in zone 10 just to sort of guarantee the win. And I think I win about 90% of battles really. There's certain bases and certain layouts which I'll talk about if I see one, and it's really hard to power level with starsaber. But there is a way around that, and I will explain that when I come across it. But for now, let's see. So we've got M. Smith from Pedicon Central. So these are the sort of bases that starsaber loves, because these defences here, none of them cover the HQ. And to be honest with you, I can solo this with starsaber, but I want to get Skydive up. Now I could easily drop starsaber and get the full 16,000 XP. I forgot to mention that earlier, but it was 8,000 XP per bot, just for these 2. Now I just dropped starsaber, then it's 16,000 XP, because obviously dividing it by 2 because I've only dropped 1 bot. So that's 16,000 XP just for starsaber. But I'm happy with the level that starsaber's at the minute. I want to get Skydive up. So what I'm going to do is, because there's nothing protected in that HQ, all I want to do literally is get to the HQ. Doesn't care about what I'm destroying, doesn't care about anything else. all I really want to do is, I don't want to activate the outposts. That's your number one priority. Number one priority when attacking with starsaber. The last thing you want is all these bots interfering and dragging you away from the HQ and having to battle them while you're getting hit by other defences. So that's the first priority. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop starsaber. I'm going to shoot him up here somewhere. He'll get hit a tiny bit by this mortar. Maybe, no, just the mortar. That's it. And then I'm going to go straight to HQ. And as soon as the HQ is nearly dead, I'm going to drop skydive just to share the XP. So there we go. So I'll send starsaber out there. And M. Smith, I'm sorry, but if you're watching this video, please pass it on to me if you know him. But you really need to change your base, my friend. These bases that don't protect the HQ are awful. Cup, starsaber, any bot like that, you can gladly beat it. And then I just drop skydive as far away as possible, because I don't want to activate any outposts or anything like that. Fast forward, and that is one battle done. And that is 8,000 XP for both skydive and starsaber. Now the 8,000 that's going to starsaber right now, I don't really care about. It's all about skydive right now, leveling him up. So you see there, I need 150,000 XP. So in 20 battles, it'll be up one level. It's literally as simple as that. And the way I do it now, so I'll sort of explain it. If you have cells and coins, you can literally just run through the cells and run through the coins as I'm going to do. So literally all I'm going to do is coin these two, and it's only 63 coins, so it's quite cheap really. So I'm going to literally coin them, and then we'll go again. Exactly the same again in zone 10. And like I said, if you've got a higher bot, you can go to zone 11. And your start here might not be as high as mine, it might be zone 9, but you'll still get about 7,000 XP per bot. And you can run 3 bots if you like, but remember, the more bots that you add on, the less XP per bot you're getting. So if you put 3 bots, then you're more than likely going to get 4,000 XP rather than the 7,000 or 8,000 what you're getting. There is a calculation for it, and how it is say it's 8,000 XP for 2 bots. For 3 bots, you would times it by 2, because you've got 2 bots, then divide it by 3, and that's what you get using 3 bots. For 4 bots, if you had 2 bots and you're getting roughly 8,000 XP in zone 10, if you divide it by 2, sorry, so 16,000 XP, and because you want to work out what it would be with 4 bots, you divide it by 4, and that'll give you roughly 4,000 XP, and then that is how much XP you get per bot. So if you run with 2 straight away, you can sort of work out very easily what you would get if you use more bots. But I'd advise only using 2 really, and really use starsaber and focus on 1 bot at a time. I really would sort of focus like that. So look at this base. So same again. The only one that covers the HQ there is the launcher. Nothing else covers the HQ. Really poor base design. So the shock tower, no, nothing. The outpost don't even touch it. So my number one aim here is to get round with starsaber to the HQ and not activate anything. Now this missile launcher is not going to do anything really to my starsaber. It'll hurt it a bit, but nothing major. So literally just same again. This is how easy it can be, guys, honestly. So literally I'm just going to throw starsaber up to there. Remember to avoid the outpost. I could have got him further, but I want to avoid them outposts at all costs. Send him up to there. And the launcher will hit him, but that's okay. I'm going to drop skydive right down here, and skydive isn't going to do much in this attack now. He's just sort of what I call piggybacking the attack to get the XP. And just fast forward it. I don't need to watch it. It literally is that simple. When you see bases like that, it's good for obviously for you power level, but it's annoying that people have still got these types of bases. You know, even time trap bases where there's no defences up top. It's not great. We really need to come away from time trap bases. I keep saying this in my videos. It's basically bringing all these bots out to combat time trap bases. That's the idea behind them. So literally, all we're going to do is we're going to go again. And this is how I just play my events. Obviously, in leaderboard, you can't do this because you need to attack a higher zone as possible to get the most points possible. But it really is simple, guys. And I want to keep going just to try and get some different bases and different things, and sort of explain how I attack things, and show this. Okay, so yeah, a different base this time. So looking at this base now, let's have a look. So outposts, we've got one here, and one here. So the first thing we've got to do is we want to avoid these outposts. That's the first priority. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to send starsaber straight up the middle. So yeah, it doesn't cover this launcher here. So we'll send saber right up the middle, avoiding these outposts. So straight up the middle here, you can see where the dots are, straight up here. This will destroy all his defences. It usually destroys all the defences next to him. So if I send him up the middle there, to take out that launcher, and then again up to the HQ, that'll take out most things. And what I'm going to do is, with the ability points that I've gained, I'm going to drop skydive on this side. Brilliant. And then he's going to take out the rest of the stuff. So if I send saber to there, not my favourite angle of what to do, but it'll work nonetheless. And then send it up to the HQ, and then skydive will take out that beam laser. And then go again and take that bot out as well. And then starsaber, literally, that's the ideal situation. Is starsaber on his own. And even though he's activating the HQ, it's still won. So yeah, there we are. Easy win again. So any base that doesn't protect the HQ, any base that has the defences clumped together, are really easy for starsaber. The bases that starsaber really struggles against are the bases that are widespread. So, but what you can do is, you can easily use Optimus Prime against these sorts of bases to prime rush around the edge. And that's a totally different video. Again, talking about prime rushes. But I will do another video on prime rush, I have said that. But let's just progress doing what we're doing. Leveling up skydive. Okay, so now with this one, because they are so clumped together, all his defences, I think I could take out most of his defences just with starsaber. And then skydive, because they're all in with the outposts, it's going to be hard to avoid all the outposts. That one's covering the HQ, that one's covering most of the HQ, and that's not exactly far away. So I'm going to put starsaber there, and I'm going to send him right across up to here, and it'll pop at them two outposts over there. But then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to send starsaber straight back again over to here when he's not stunned, and you can see he's taking a lot of damage there. But as soon as I send it back over here again, you gain a lot of ability points there. And then I'm going to send him over here to get rid of these. And you can see that between the two of them, it's going to take out the HQ. So bases that are really clumped together, you can get 3 starsaber attacks out of them. And you've really got to go right across the base. Really, and you need to really get some collectors and some storages whilst you're doing that rush to give you them extra ability points to be able to do that. So always keep that in mind, that when you're rushing, don't always rush for the defences. Try and rush as far past as you can. Because don't forget, he stuns and destroys everything in his path, not just where he finishes. Unless he hits a mine, of course. So always look to go past all the defences and try and get as many defences in that run as possible. And try and get storages included in that, and the collectors. And same again, like I said, I'm going to keep going again. So I don't think I'm going to do all 10 attacks, because I think it'd be like a half an hour video, and I think people get maybe slightly bored of just watching me attack over and over again with starsaber. But yeah, if you've got any thoughts on this or any questions on this, then please, like I said, please hit me up. I can add you online chat. I can post you any advice or any replays you want, and you can send me base and say, listen, I attacked this base and I lost. Can you give me any suggestions on how to attack this base? And I'm glad to do that. I've no problem doing that. I do have a lot of Alliance members, give them advice on bases and things like that. And we all sort of do in the TF family that we're in. We all sort of help each other out and give people advice on bases and things like that. It is a really good family to be in. And I'm welcome to do that for anyone. To be honest with you, I don't care if you're in the TF family or not. I'm welcome to do that and help you guys out. So gladly, yeah, hit me up, add me on YouTube, subscribe to me, and gladly put in the comments anything that you want doing, anything that you need help on, and I'd gladly help you. So looking at this base, so we have a outpost right in the middle. So we want to avoid that, and we've got outposts here. So same again, we want to avoid them. But look again, these don't quite cover the HQ. That does. They might just about. So what my idea is I'm going to drop starsaber here, somewhere around here. Then I'm going to rush him up to here, and this should take out. If I drop him out on the edge here, look at the line. Look at the line there. That's the line I'm going to take, and that'll take out a mortar and a launcher and take this out, and then it should just walk to the HQ, and that'll give me some spare ability points to use skydive coming from this side to take out this mortar, and then he's free to take out as he wishes, really. Take out the mortar, and then starsaber is free to do what he pleases. Yeah. Now don't forget, what's important in this as well is pathing. And we've not really come across any bases yet which needs a lot of pathing thought into it. And pathing, it's used a lot in Clash of Clans, and it's working out where your bots are going to walk when you deploy them and when you put them in certain situations, and where they're going to go to next. Now, if I put starsaber against this launcher here, because there's a wall there, and I'll probably destroy that, he's going to walk towards his shock tower and set off these outposts. So that's not great. I really want to get to this, because look, if he goes towards where these outposts are covering, then he's going to be in a bit of trouble there with 2 bots. So I want to get past that. And don't forget, if starsaber goes through an outpost, he doesn't activate and doesn't pop the outpost. He only pops an outpost if he ends his attack. So if I ended his attack here, then yeah, just about. If he ended his attack here, it'd pop an outpost. That definitely would. That'd pop both without a doubt. If he ended it there, but if he goes through this mortar here, even though it's within it, if he goes through it and ends here, that won't pop the outpost because he's gone through it and past the outpost. It's where his attack ends, not where he travels through. That's the big thing. So I'm going to drop starsaber far left, because I don't want him to come down here. I don't want him to come down here, because then that sort of brings him in trouble then. He's got to pop an outpost no matter what. So I'm going to put him up here, and hopefully he'll travel upwards. That's the idea. And there we go. So I'm going to drop skydive now. And then as soon as it's in range, I'm going to go straight up there. And there you can see. And then I'm going to use skydive on that there. And as suggested, look, you can see he's walked up towards the HQ. And once skydive takes that out, there's nothing getting him. There's nothing going to touch him. And when he gets to this point here where you've got spare ability points, if you can, use starsaber on the HQ just like that. Just take it out a bit faster. And there we are. 3 outposts, still intact, not touched. And that is the aim. When you're power leveling with saber, that is the aim really, to get to the HQ without popping a single outpost. Obviously the priority, the #1 aim is destroying the HQ. That's without saying. But yeah, try not to activate them outposts. It'll make your attack so much easier. Because once they activate, starsaber starts walking across the map to go and battle with them. It changes his whole pathing. So if he's worked out where he's going to path to, it changes his whole pathing. He starts walking backwards, back into defences, and it really does change the whole attack. So I'm going to do one last attack, guys, and then I think we'll call it a day. And I'll do some further videos on power leveling, I think. Maybe with a higher bot in a higher zone, maybe. Yeah, so sorry for the guys that are all in these videos. So yeah, dead fun. I'm sorry this is your base that is chosen. Obviously, I don't have any choice over that. But yeah, it's good for you guys to watch this and see where your defense are lacking and where you can change them. And it's some good feedback that a lot of the top guys don't get. So, same again. This is a good reason why you'd put your outpost near your headquarters. So, this one here is a waste. Complete waste at all. I can avoid that with every single bot if I wanted to, without even getting near it. So, looking at these outposts, I want to get past these outposts. So, these here, these are like breadcrumbs. This is really poor, because if you put your starsaber in the corner here, where you can see in the green area of the map there, he's going to walk towards these, and get 3 ability points from destroying that. So that makes it so much easier. So if I then send starsaber, I'm thinking right across here. See, that covers that. So I'm thinking to here. So from here, right across here, because look at the angle I need, and that's the angle that I need, sort of that angle there. So I'm thinking from there, up to there, and that'll take out the mortar, the launcher, and the beam. Put skydive the same. So I'm going to put skydive and saber down at the same time, because I want skydive over here, so we can take out this mortar. And then once saber's over here, then I can send him straight to the HQ, and he'll destroy that mortar and that shock tower, and that's all defences gone pretty much in this base. 2 rushes and 1 skydive. So let's go with that. So I'm going to put him there, and saber and skydive going towards the outpost. So I'm going to let him fight this outpost actually. So you can see now his total attack has changed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send starsaber into here rather than skydive. And this is what can happen sometimes, guys. So you've got to sort of think on your feet a bit. And then I'm going to send him right through here. And then skydive is going to take out that mortar. And because skydive is in the middle of his ability, they'll automatically go to starsaber. And honestly, you want that. And starsaber, I'm going to use a field on him. This is why I have shield available, just for this sort of instance. And there you go now. All that's left is a cannon now. And starsaber should hopefully just about lose that HQ and kill it. And there we are. But there we go. You can see there that sometimes things won't go exactly to plan. And bots won't go where you think they're going to go. And not where you plan them to go. So you've really got to think on your feet. And sort of really look at how you can sort of change your attack quickly. And take out the most defences as possible. And you always have like a boost on standby. It's a good tip really. Have a boost on standby that's going to help you. If it's just any boost really that's going to take out a defence. Especially if your starsaber is that high level and you're attacking zone 10. Because you're at HQ 15, most of your boosts will take out any defence in one shot. even the shock towers. So yeah, always keep a boost close by, so that you're able to sort of get yourself out of trouble if needs be. So thanks for watching, guys. A bit of a long video. Like I said, I want to do more attacks really, but I don't really want the video going on forever as such. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please, if you like the video, please subscribe. Please like, share the video between yourselves and your chats. Fair enough. I've had a lot of people requesting that they can copy my base. That's fine, no problem. If you copy my base, yeah, just put in the notes. Just say, you know what, I liked your base. I've copied the design. I always try and change it a bit. Every time I get attacked or if I notice something, I'll always try and change it slightly. So you'll see every couple of videos that my layout will change depending on what I like. Just through boredom, to be honest with you, because I don't get attacked that much. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And any more suggestions, anything you like, please comment below. And yeah, peace out.